Hello. Right. Tea first. Oh, it's cold this morning. Not the tea. Let's get the rubbish out of the way. Right, as you can see, I've got some of the ceiling up here. Got the electric hub for the lights coming through. So today I'm going to try and tidy a bit of that up. And got some in here. So organised. I'll put some of these up. There's the spots there. I cut the factory connectors off and I've put the blade connectors on. That's how I'm going to run it, so several ways of doing it, but I'll just cut them off, put the blade connectors on. But the wires are so thin, it's really tricky. So anyway, see if we can get one of these bad boys in here, and then these wires are going to have to be cut and both put into one connector. Not both, you know, each side, the positive into one connector, two positives into one connector, two negatives into one connector. That will then connect into those. So these lights will be on a circuit. I'm hoping to try and wire in, if I can get my head around it, wire in 4, I've got 8 lights in the ceiling, so I want 4 on one switch and 4 on another switch. So let's see how we get on. So before, during and after every task, drink tea, because it helps. Just you don't really need electrical tape, but I'm just putting it on there to form a seal between the wires, and as some of the YouTubers say, belts and braces. It's the all the negatives joined together, all the positives joined together in each pair. Then what I'm going to do is join these 4 together. So it'll be this lead and the other lead. They'll be getting joined at some point. Well, I've got the ceiling up, guys. So that's the colour I finally went with. It's that kind of grey colour. It's a strange colour, really. It's nice. It's come out really nice. Really pleased with that. So I've got the lights in, and I've got the vent cover on. It's got to be screwed up a bit tighter by hand. So the vent cover's in. That's tidied it right up. Not sure whether to paint that in, spray that in with the same colour as the ceiling, or similar colour to the ceiling. But it don't look too bad. It's starting to come together. So I've got finished the ceiling off up here, and then got my wiring sort of tidied up, just hanging up here. That's that's the fan wire. The lights. I've also put wood batten in, Sikaflexed and screwed it to the frame. This is basically just to give me a fixing, and for my upright panels to go on the wall, which would be pretty much like that. So they'll go on the wall like this, and then I'll screw my wall panels to it, wiring to go behind, and that's the plan so far. Although that's the plan so far, but plans always change. So I want to show you something interesting. In previous videos I've mentioned that nothing is straight in a van. Everything has to be individually tailored, because there's nothing is straight, nothing is level, nothing is what you think fits one bit and you think the opposite side will fit the same. It's completely wrong. This piece of wood here, it's 2x2 timber, right? It comes along the van and it goes straight down the side with 1 centimetre to spare. So it goes straight into this gap with 1 centimetre between the wood and this edge. So now if you look on the other side of the van, and I get the same 2x2 timber along the same panels, tight against the beams. Look at the difference. Look at where that comes across the edge, and that one, that side, there's almost a 1 centimetre gap between the timber and the metal frame. So because of that, I've decided to buy some different timbers. Just to make it look a little bit even. But I'm probably going to end up going with this CLS timber. It's slightly thinner, it goes behind nicely, and it actually, using this timber, when I go to the walls and I put the uprights in, it actually fits a lot nicer. Don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place really, but you live and learn. It's about 1/4 inch, probably 1/4 inch difference in thickness, but it should give me the fixings I want. It's only for fixing. I need some advice or recommendations of people about TV aerials. I need to get a TV aerial for this. Not a, I don't want a satellite aerial, just want a normal digital TV aerial for like free view. And I've looked online, again same story. There's no, I can't find a single review where people say this is great, you've got to get this. This is brilliant. I don't know if it's the nature of motorhomes. It seems like manufacturers some years ago started manufacturing TV aerials for motorhomes just because that's what people wanted, but they've not really been able to make a decent one. Now I might be wrong, there might be really decent ones out there that mount on the roof and you get really good signal. I know there's lots of factors involved for getting a good signal, but I just can't find any decent reviews for TV aerials. So if you can recommend any, you know, 'cause it's a lot of faffing about, and it's a, you know, position the aerial on the roof, start drilling holes, running the cables in, getting the aerial where you want to get it for it to turn out to be naff. So if you've got any recommendations of a decent TV aerial, I've got no cost in mind or anything like that. I just want a TV aerial, a good one. Right, also bought one of these. It is a Unibond Aero 360. It's a larger version of them, like little cheapy things you get with the crystals in the top, the little granules in the top. Takes the moisture out of the air. This is absolutely fantastic. It takes, because it's bigger, for a bigger van, there's no condensation on the windows now, there's nothing, it's brilliant. And I wanted this in here permanently. And it takes like a big solid round block, sits in the front there, rather than all the granules, and apparently it lasts up to 3 months. So I bought this and I bought a couple of extra refills. Absolutely brilliant. If I can, I'll stick a link in the description below. They are absolutely, I can't recommend them highly enough. They are really good. It was recommended to me by, I think it's the Travelling Trolls, recommended it. Brilliant, really good. Get yourself one or two. I'm going to get another one. So that's where I am with it. I'll put in that when I get some new timber. Put the timber up on that wall and then start building the walls. And as I start building the walls, I will start to run the wires behind, and it should all start to come together. Floor will be going down soon. I've got some vinyl flooring. Sort of kicking myself really with the vinyl flooring. I didn't buy the outro flooring. I'm not sure whether I mean everyone's going for the outro flooring. It seems to me because of its non-slip qualities. It's obviously it's used in industrial areas. But I managed to pick up a roll of lino at a very reasonable price. It's quite nice. A bamboo-y sort of effect. I don't think it's going to be as good as the outro flooring. I don't know if it's going to be non-slip, but it is what it is. I kind of wish I'd gone with the outro flooring, but it should be alright. It's like a van, isn't it? So it should be fine. So a couple of rugs down. So that'll be coming up as well. Yeah, so if you've got any recommendations about a TV aerial, be nice to know ASAP, because I need to get that, run the wires. I've got I've managed to buy, I'll show you soon, I've managed to buy a reversing camera. I've looked at some plug and play reversing cameras I really like, so like 170 quid. With one of those, because the reversing camera's got to sit on the roof, because the doors go right to the roof. I was looking at those ones like ski slope, where they stick up like that, and they're really expensive. So I've gone with your traditional camera, and I'll have to come up with a mounting bracket of my own to mount it on, so it comes over the edge of the van. I took a chance on it. It looks alright. I bought it off of eBay. It's a Chinese one, 39 quid. So that's with a monitor, cables, everything. So I shall set that up before I install it, just to make sure it's all working. But you don't know with these things, yeah. But it's like the Chinese diesel eaters, you know. I mean, people are going out and they're buying Ebba spatchers for £700, or they're buying the Chinese equivalent, which look identical. Obviously, the build quality is different, but they look identical. They work the same pretty much. And they're 120 quid, 115 quid. I mean, it's a no-brainer, really. I mean, even if it didn't work properly for the van, take it out and use it for something else. I mean, that was my fault for. If it don't work well as a reversing camera, I'll just use it as a normal CCTV camera. So, yeah, these Chinese imports, don't know how they do it for the price. I really don't know how they do it for the price. Yeah, so let's crack on, do a bit more to the van.